stairs. Nia coming in, but will take the hit. Eruption on the generator as well. Eruption and Cauliflower. Nia does take a hit through the wall. So I don't know if oh, and the dissolution value! These survivors. Deliverance from Claudette. Sprint bursting to the hot.
It's the same with these masks in the one event. She didn't get a mask either.
No! Like, oh, the ground!
Yeah, oh, that was mine. Look at this. Oh.
They're trying.
Pokey, nerf Nancy, man.
She's gonna get hacked, maybe.
Oh my god, she might just get hacked potentially. I think she does. Holy cow! I cannot believe.
They do get the spirit reset and they get the down.
Yes, they will get the survivors leaving the trial, and there's going to be the teleport with the Anna. She's right here, but Nia needs to go.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's Guildspire here, and welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We are here for qualifier number 3 for Season 8 of Champions of the Fog, and we are going to be seeing Vice's Killer versus Occult's Survivor Team. And we are going to be jumping right on in with the rootin' tootin' shootin' cowboy himself on the Coal Tower. Really interested to see what Deathslinger can bring to the table today, and if these survivors will be able to dodge the shot from the Redeemer. We'll have to wait and see, though, as we do see Corrupt Intervention blocking off these 3 gens near the main building. No sign of survivors so far, though. The question is, can they stay hidden forever, or will they be able to sneak on some of these active gens? But scratch marks being seen and hunted down by the Slinger, blocking out the ace and getting the first shot. Really early hit here for the Deathslinger, and survivors are now keenly aware of a sloppy butcher applying mangled and hemorrhage to this survivor here today. That being said, Deathslinger finding the David, dropping chase with the ace, maybe just trying to waste a bit of time, kind of do a bit of hit and run tactic. David, though, in a bit of a awkward position, a bit of a cheeky shot there from the Slinger, but it not paying off for them here today, as the David will make their way towards the back of main, though looks like the Slinger will confirm the hit nonetheless. Both stars now applied with Sloppy, gonna make it a little bit harder to heal, though Slinger not gonna go for the shot there on the window, given that they are not able to secure the down. That being said, though, looks like Slinger has found more scratch marks, this time from another healthy survivor. It is the Ada. Ada narrowly dodging the shot, though. Fantastic job, to say the least. Looks like Slinger will reload here with the Warden's keys. A little bit of a faster reload time. Ada, though, gonna get caught here on the corner and mangled too. 2 survivors once again injured. Slinger so far across these last 2 minutes have not secured a down. Corrupt Intervention about to end, though, however, as we do see David also healed up. They should be going for a down here shortly. And a very cheeky shot there from the Slinger, as we see that shot narrowly missing the Ada. Though it looks like they're going to go for another attempt here. A swing around the corner, though just not able to get it. Needing the prison chains there in order to secure that down. Just some of these loops a little bit too long. However, we do see the Ada going down and the Slinger going to be securing their first hook of the game. Question is, as of right now, we only know 2 perks, that of Corrupt Intervention and Sloppy Butcher, though with that damage generator noise notification, we do know, in fact, there is a Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, regressing most progressed gen by 25%. definitely not an insignificant amount of regression, to say the least. That being said, last perk still a little bit of a unknown. Ace narrowly dodging another shot from the Redeemer as they do make it past that window. Destiny are getting very cheeky here with their shots, as we do see the first gen popping off in the distance. Slinger, though, undeterred, will pursue the Ace further into the tile here, going for a bit of a cheeky shot, but Ace taking a wide berth around that tile, and looks like Slinger going to be dropping chase instead, going back for the unhook. Let's see if they go for the tunnel out on the Ada or opt to go for the David instead. Keep in mind, they still have 3 stacks of Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, so 75% more regression on the most progressed gens. Ada kind of getting faked out there. Destiny are holding for a mind game, but Ada doing the same, not wanting to give this Slinger a easy down. Our Slinger getting a shot through the T-wall, will secure the down, and that will be second hook here on Ada, as there is no decisive strike. Really good job here by the Slinger so far, to say the least. And looks like they will end up getting the hook here, and another gen popping off for these survivors. A bit of another long-range shot, but just narrowly missing the head of the Atom as they duck down. Slinger, I think, starting to aim a little bit lower now as they've seen these survivors starting to duck more and more. Another gen pretty well progressed here, though, about halfway through. And looks like no sign of the survivor who was on this gen. Ada with about another 30 seconds, but it does not matter. Adam coming in, will take the shot. Slinger with the quick hit, and another gen popping off here. About 1 for 1 on hooks to gens. These survivors definitely not going down without a fight. If they keep this up, it looks like they will be able to secure some outs. That being said, though, Ada is still within the danger zone as Slinger is making their way towards her bit by bit. Ada trying to fake out the shot, will not succeed. Slinger, though, being a bit daring here, will pick up underneath the pallet. No sound of footsteps, though, so no savior for the Ada here today, as they will be sent back to campfire via the entity. But there's the 4th generator. Like I said, these survivors doing a fantastic job. This is where I really would argue that maybe going for fresh hooks with Scourge Hook Pain Resonance is the move. Yes, Ada was worth 6 points, but if you hook each individual survivor, that's a total of 12 points, and you get the regression from Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Now there's a potential that you just don't get those fresh hooks at all. So, I don't know. I think there's a time and place for the early tunnel out. However, if the survivors are cranking out gens like they are here today, I'm wondering if it is worth it. Okay. That was an insane shot here from the Slinger. That had to have been on the bare edge of the Redeemer's range. So amazing shot there. That could potentially reel things back in for Vice here, as they will be able to secure that fresh hook that I was just talking about, get 25% off the most progressed gen. They see the David, I think, going off this gen here, which was regressed. I mean, now that there is a 3v1 scenario, 2 Scourge hooks left, going for fresh hooks here is going to be their priority. Ace, though, holding strong there at the back of main. I imagine David going to be crossing past the Slinger, though no, it's the Atom, and just narrowly missing that shot. Slinger definitely going to want to go for the David here. A little bit of a gap in distance here, but we do see that mingled suspect coming in. Slinger going to go for the shot here, I think, and will secure it. Will David be able to get around that wall? No, they're not able to. Slinger going to secure the down and the Scourge Hook too. Another 25% off that most progressed gen. Adam still injured with the mingled suspect. Ace probably going to be on that gen, but not for long, as Slinger will be pushing them off. This is exactly where the Slinger wants to be. You know, I might just eat my words with that shot on the Atom. I think that alone really did turn the tide in favor of Vice. Without that, I think things would be looking a little bit grim, but they have done a fantastic job staying cool underneath pressure. And we do see Ace sticking to this tile here. Adam still nowhere to be seen. I imagine going to be trying to set up for the unhook here, but going to have to be careful. Ace, though, with the duck there, just in the nick of time. And Slinger thinking that it's time for them to travel back towards the unhook. And for good reason, as they only have about 30 seconds left before being pushed to second stage. Our Slinger a little bit concerned about this gen here in this back corner, thinking that Adam is nearby. Sure enough, there's the Crows going towards Shaq. a little bit outside of the Redeemer's range. Adam would have known that too, given the noise notification that you get when the Redeemer is aimed down sights. Slinger trying to hide the red stain, but it looks like Adam will get a little bit of distance here from a well-timed balanced landing. And this might not be the right chase here, as Ace and David are probably now both on that far gen near main. But Slinger going to be going for a long shot here, will get the down on the Adam. Really strong start here, about 6 hooks now for Vice's killer. And I think more are going to be on the way. At this point in time, Slinger definitely going to be wanting to find the Ace, as we do see an adrenaline there on the David with the 5th gen completed. However, we do see a haste status effect here on the Death Slinger. Ace in their sights as well. And things are going to be a little bit tricky here for Ace. A little bit of a anxious shot there from the Slinger. David coming in. Death Slinger with the shot, reeling back in. David's going to have to leave, as Noed will be revealed. That is huge here. David gone. Adam still on the hook. Ace going to be put on 1-2. No deliverance here for these survivors. No chance of escape off the hook by their own means. But Death Slinger dropping just to be certain. Maybe a little bit of PTSD from DVDCC yesterday, where deliverance is very much a thing. But against the Death Slinger here in COTF, it is not. However, they will get the pickup once again. They're close enough to the hook. Gonna wait just a few moments before hooking to ensure there is no chance. You know, generally, good practice all in all, so I will give credit where credit's due. With that being said, that there will secure the 3K here for Vice's killer. Fantastic job by both teams. And we are now going to be going to Occult, who will be playing killer against Vice's Survivor team, where they are going to need to get a 3K11 hook in order to secure victory. With that. All right, and we are back for trial number 2, round number 1, qualifier number 3 for season 8 of Champions of the Fog. And we are going to be seeing Occult's killer versus Vice's Survivor team. And they're going to have a bit more of a win condition than they had before. We did end up seeing in the end game that a ban perk was brought by Occult's Survivor team, that of which being a tenacity, which does garner them a -2 points. With that being said, it is now 10-21, and Occult's killer is going to have some work cut out for them. At this point, I'm pretty sure they're going to need a 4K. A true 4K, though, yeah, I think a 4K might do it. It'll be pretty close. They might have to do a 4K at 4 gens or less, on top of which no 5 gens here for them. That being said, we'll have to wait and see, as we do see the Ace take a hit here. Once again, Sloppy Butcher being applied, and you keen-eared viewers may have heard a noise notification telling us that a stack of a perk has been applied. Which perk yet to be determined? Could always be a Remember Me, after all. Though David taking, actually no, sorry, Renato taking it, and will be mangled as well. Very similar start to last match, where it seemed the Death Slinger take their time injuring each individual survivor and not really pursuing any single chase. Though Corrupted Invention just about 3/4 of the way over, and it looks like Renato going for a balanced landing. Though, I don't know, that wasn't a lot. It was enough distance. So yes, that was a balanced landing from the looks of things, as we do see Ace get healed up through the mangled status effect. Renato doing a good job boxing out the survivors. Ace trying to go for the body block, but Renato getting shot nonetheless. Death Slinger trying their best to get the hit, but unable to do so through the Ace. First gen popping off in favor of these survivors. They are getting closer and closer to victory, as Death Slinger will drop the chase, break the pallet, and Renato falling down from the sky, giving the Death Slinger here a little bit of a gift. That there, friends, is in fact going to be a save the best for last. Now on 3 stacks, about to be 4 if the Death Slinger is able to get the shot, but just a narrow miss from the Slinger here today. So fantastic job so far by the killer. we know 3 out of the 4 perks, and that there is going to be a Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, or regress in most progressed gen by 25%. We'll have to see if that comes into play, and if the Dusting here is going to go for the method that I talked about, going for those fresh hooks, or going for the tunnel out here on this Renato. Only time will tell, as we do see the ace here off in the distance. Destiny are kind of pushing them here and there, but not fully committing. Though no, this is the Feng Min. I was mistaken, as we do see scratch marks going over towards the unhook. They will successfully get it underneath the Death Slinger's nose. That being said, though, looks like they are going towards the outside. There's the ace, there's the Renato. Death Slinger waiting, getting the hit on the ace and dodging the firecracker as well. There's going to be the 4th stack of Save the Best for Last. Renato, though, seems to have gone to the wind. And looks like Death Slinger will drop chase on both. Now hunting down another survivor. Checking the lockers here in case a injured survivor was hiding in them. Feng Min, though, getting a bit of distance here to the tile. Second gen popping off here, and a narrow miss there by the Slinger, aiming just a little bit too low there as the rock does block it. And now attempting to see if the Redeemer can cut down a tree. That being said, though, Feng Min still not out of danger yet, as they are within range of the Redeemer. And we are going to see Demonized here miss another shot. Wardenskis put in a lot of work here. Honestly, with Wardenskis, you are going to be more incentivized to just go for the shot, miss it, reload, and repeat. And with that being said, Slinger here trying to do a little bit of mind game around main, see if they can get a down here. It looks like this might be the Nia trying to complete the gen the Feng Min was previously on. And looks like they are going to be sticking this tile the Feng Min was before. Once again, Slinger going for these cheeky shots. I'm not sure they are able to hit, but they're going to continue as Nia will loop this tile. Slinger with a bit of mind game, getting a little bit of distance, but Nia being very fast on their feet, as we will see the hit. Save the Best for Last coming in, and this will secure the second down. We do see that Feng Min is nearby, though, as we see or hear the Obsession being seen out of the blue. And it looks like we will be getting a second Scourge Hook Pain Resonance here. The question is, does it regress this gen? It does not, which means there is a gen out there with more than 3 cylinders going as we speak. And we will see a 2.5% regression there on that gen. That being said, though, Slinger looking around, trying to find where these survivors might be. 2 stacks of save RDUs, 6 stacks of, 2 stacks of Scourge Hook RDUs, 6 stacks of save currently in hand. Ace gonna take the hit here, but save gonna make quick work. Ace trying to get some distance, but not gonna happen as they go down in an instant. Save the Best for Last, put in a lot of work here. The question is, will it matter as we see the 3rd gen popping off? And the 3rd stack of Scourge Hook being used. This time hitting the gen next to the hook. That is important to note, as that could potentially give the Death Slinger a position to reclaim some pressure and potentially get the win. Nia, though, with the pre-drop here, trying to take no chances. Death Slinger with the mind game, but no dice there. But getting the hit. A very cheeky mind game there, working out in their favor. Nia already been on the hook once, so no Scourge Hook here. Only survivor to have not been hooked so far is the Feng Min. We'll have to see if that comes into play here, as there are no other gen regression perks available to Slinger here for this match. That being said, though, scratch marks over towards the main building. I imagine that they might be on that gen, but Slinger not all too concerned. Instead, gonna be checking out this area. The gen very well progressed, and Feng Min going for a run here. On one hand, yes, this is the survivor that you want to chase, as they are the Scourge Hook Pain Resonance stack left. At the same time, you don't want to waste too many stacks of save either, as we do see the Bayshore Cigar coming in to play here, reducing the amount of fatigue time on the break. Death Slinger going to go for a cheeky shot, does get it. This will only be 2 stacks of save gone, leaving 6 in hand. but Slinger, worried about these gens, is going to drop the pickup and instead find that this gen is completed. This might be a moment where they need to go back for the pickup and hope for the Scourge Choke Pain Resonance coming in clutch, because I think if Vice is able to complete one more generator, they will secure victory here in trial number 2. That being said, looks like Slinger will be dragging her to the Scourge Hook. It's going to take a bit of time. Will it be too much? As imagine 3 survivors on the gen as we speak. Scourge Hook coming in for another 25% regression. And 2 gens pretty nearby. It's a bit of a 2-1 split as 1 gen, I think, left over by Shackside. And yeah, that's an uh-oh right there, friends. Both of those gens dead to the world, which means that they are working on the one in Shack. Slinger, though, with the quick shot there, will get the break with the chain. Trying to keep these survivors injured by any means necessary, but was that time well spent, as this gen does have a couple of cylinders going and a Nia hanging around. And looks like they will get the shot, but the near miss there as Nia ducks to the right instead of the left, subverting the Death Slinger's expectations. Another cheeky shot through the window. The question is, can they spend all too much time? As with the 2-1 split, it's pretty much guaranteed that one of these gens will be completed, securing Vice's Survivor Team victory here in trial number 1, round 2. And another cheeky shot, but no dice again. Deathslinger getting a little bit impatient, I fear, but will get the hit on the mid-vault. As we say all the time, a mid-vault is a gift to every killer. And trying to thread the needle between the tree and the rock yet again. And looks like Nia will be caught out here. Ace taking the hit. Potentially an adrenaline play incoming. Let's see if they get the gen in time. There's the hit. There's the pickup with the adrenaline and the miss from the Slinger. Well timed here by these survivors. And we do see what looks to be another pre-drop here, potentially from the Nia, though. Looks like it is they will end up getting hit, but I think it will be for naught, as I think we're going to be seeing a 3-man escape here. And here comes the pickup on the Ace, but I imagine we're going to see EGC begin here shortly, as these survivors will secure victory here in round number 1 in favor of Team Vice. GG, well played to both teams, and congratulations to Vice walking away victorious here in round number 1. That being said, Occult is not out of it yet, as they still have a chance of getting an invite to Season 8 of Champs of the Fog if they do secure a 3-2 record.